up, y'all? It's your girl Neacys back on the video, back with another one. And today I'm here with the story time about the time I lived in a camper and how people found out, basically. So before we get into today's video, make sure you guys like, comment, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe, make sure you press that, and make sure you press that post notification bell so every time good news post, guys will get notified. Let's get it, let's go, let's get into the video, let's get into the video. All right, so we're gonna start from the beginning. When I first moved to Louisiana, the area in Louisiana. I'm not gonna say the area, but when I moved to Louisiana, I started middle school down there, and everything was cool, you know. Like the first couple weeks, couple months, everything was good. But they had this one girl who did not like me. We gonna call this one girl Bailey, and we gonna call her boyfriend Chad because he was white. So she didn't like me. Like, since I first got to the school, she did not like me. I never knew why she didn't like me. I don't know. Like, what's not to like about me? Anyways, so she didn't like me, and I didn't know why she didn't like me. And back then, I used to let people run all over me, and I used to be like soft and stuff like that. So I used to like buy her snacks. I would buy her chips and stuff like that. Like every recess, I would buy her chips. I would share my food with her. I would be nice to her. I would give her compliments, even though I didn't mean the compliments because she was not, we don't speak on that. But anyways, I would be super nice to her, like, all the time. And she never liked me. I used to be nice to her. I used to buy her snacks, all that. And one day, we had a sub. And it was me, Bailey, Chad. These are not real names, but y'all know that already. It was me, Bailey, Chad, and we're going to call my friend at the time, we're gonna call her Katie, okay? We're gonna call her Katie. And she's fake, by the way. We're gonna call her Katie. My friend, we're gonna call her Katie. So basically, me, Bailey, Katie, and Chad. Chad is Bailey's boyfriend, okay? We were sitting at the table and we made it into like a square. Like, we put all of this together because we had a sub. You know how it is when you got a sub. Like, students think they can do what they want just because they got a sub. But anyways, we had a sub, so we put all of our desks together and we was talking, you know, we were chilling, chopping it up, you know what I'm saying? And then I don't know how this conversation got put about, but we started to talk about like our futures and like what did we want to do with our life and like what did we want to be and stuff like that. I don't know how that conversation got about. I don't remember. I just know that was like the conversation we had. And like they was all saying what they want to do. The girl, what's her name? Bailey was saying she wanted to be an author, and then the other people were saying stuff like her boyfriends said something, and then my friend at the time said something. She's so fake, y'all. Anyways, so it was all saying, and then it was my turn to say something, and I was like, I want to be a model when I get older. I was like, when I get older, I want to be a model. And y'all, back then I had like a whole cardboard. It's kind of off topic, but I had like a whole cardboard. You know them things that them cardboard them flat cardboards that you use for your science project back then? Yeah, I had one of those, and it was like full of my Sweet 16 stuff. And I was like, my Sweet 16 is gonna be model thing, because I told her I wanted to be a model and an actress. So I was like, my Sweet 16 is gonna be model theme, you know. And I was letting her know I'm gonna be walking down the runway for my Sweet 16, and it's gonna be an MTV, because I told her I was gonna be on TV. I wanted to be an actress. And I was like, it's gonna be just like Reginae Carter's. I don't know if y'all ever seen Reginae Carter's Sweet 16 on MTV, but it was real nice. And I was like, it's gonna be better than Reginae Carter's, or it's gonna be like Reginae Carter's. It's gonna be an MTV like Reginae Carter's. And I was like, watch, y'all gonna see me on TV. And I was like, I'm gonna be on CoverGirl because I want to model too. Back then I wanted to do all types of stuff. Now I just want to be an actress and an entrepreneur, and then I don't know what else. Anyways, so yeah, y'all. We was sitting down at the table. We was talking about what we wanted to be, and I was telling them I wanted to be an actress and a model. And she was laughing, you know. Bailey was laughing at me, and then she was laughing at me, and I was like laughing along with it, even though I was kind of confused, like what was funny. But I was laughing along with it, and then it went from Bailey laughing to Chad laughing to what's her name, Katie laughing. So they all started laughing at me, hee hee ha ha, and I was like laughing with them, and then I stopped laughing, and my face got serious. I was like, what's funny? I don't see what's funny. I want to laugh. I was just going with the flow. But what y'all laughing at? And she was like, you're funny. I was like, huh? I'm funny. I didn't even say nothing funny. I was being like, I was being like dead serious, like I was for real. And she was like, "You're joking, right?" She just kept saying, "You're joking, right? You're joking, right? You're joking, right? You're joking, you're joking." No, I'm not joking. I'm for real. And I was like, "Nah, for real." And I had a straight face because I know they took me as like, they wasn't taking me serious because I was like a class clown, you know. But like, I was being serious. Like, my face was serious. Like right now, like my face was serious. Like right now. And I didn't want them to take me as a joke all the time. So when she said that, I kind of felt some type of way. Like, take me serious. Like, you're joking. You're joking. She just kept saying, "You're joking. You're joking. You're joking." And then she was like, And then she was like, "You're not gonna be anything." Y'all, I never forgot when she told me that. I never forgot when she said that. She was like, "You're not gonna be nothing." And then she was like, "You need to be a comedian," because she said that was funny. And she was laughing. Her and her boyfriend, Chad, and myself, fake quote unquote friend, was laughing right with them. And she was not defending me at all. You see, and I used to buy all of them snacks, y'all. But yeah, y'all, I used to be nice to them. I used to buy them stuff. It was just And then the little money that I did get, because I used to get money like from I used to get money from my mom, and like she would give me money like to buy like snacks at school and stuff, or I would trade stuff to get money back then. But I was like, I was like, why is they laughing at me? And then she told me, "You're not gonna be nothing." And then I was laughing it off after a while, and then I felt some type of way, but I played it off like I didn't feel no type of way. So we went to lunch. I was playing it off, and like I wasn't sad, but I was like, wow, like she really just said that, like because I was like really like for real, like I was like for real, I was like, I really wanted to be an actress, I really wanted to be a model. So I was like, she don't think I could do it? Like what? Like I was like, I shouldn't have felt no type of way, but I did. But I was playing it off like I didn't. So anyways, skipping on to the part of me living in a camper, okay? We ride the bus home, okay? Either I got on the wrong bus or she got on my bus by accident. I don't remember exactly. But I do know we was on that bus, I sat in the back. I sat in the back. The girl, what's this girl? Why did I give her a nickname that I can't even remember? What did I say her name was? Bailey. So me and the girl Bailey, the quote unquote popular girl, Bailey sat in the back, and her little boyfriend, and then her little friends, and then the bad kids, because back then, like, I don't know, back then when I used to, like in middle school, like supposedly all the cool kids sat in the back, because that's where it was the most lit at, was in the back of the bus. So we was all like Kiki and Kaka, and we was having fun, like being goofy, like making jokes, roast, all that. So it came down to me and Bailey and Chad being the last three people on the bus. So my stop was coming up, and I lied. So like my original bus driver, she knows to drop me off in front of Miss C's house. Miss C, we not gonna say her name, but Miss C got a nice house, and that's my neighbor. Miss C is my neighbor, and she got a nice house. Either Miss C's house, or if Miss C's not home, her mama's house. Miss C's mama's house, which is like down the street. So the bus driver decides to drop me off in front of the camper. First of all, before we get to that part, this girl, Bailey, she thought I lived in that house. She thought I lived with Miss C. So she said, "Is your mom white?" I said, "No." She said, "Are you adopted?" I said, "No." So she said, "Oh." And she just like started smirking like, oh. So like she was trying to be funny. And then the bus driver drops me off in front of the camper, and like I was like, he dropped me off. I lied to her, and I lied to Bailey and said that, Chad just being quiet. Chad just looking. He just looking and laughing, and she just whispering stuff to him. He just like, like, what is funny? What is funny? Why are y'all laughing, first of all? Anyways. So, we got to the bus stop, and the bus driver dropped me off in front of the camper instead of like Miss C's house, what she's supposed to, like, cause she know my original bus driver know I'm embarrassed of where I stay, so she always know to drop me off in Miss C's house. So she drops me off in front of the camper. Bailey and Bailey's boyfriend sees me get dropped off in front of the camper. She said, "I thought you said you stayed with Miss C." And she said, oh my God, you live in a camper? And she bust out laughing. She seen my clothes hanging. Mind you, our washer and dryer did not work. So we hand wash clothes, and we would, sometimes our washer would work, but it was like, it always used to mess up and then wash the clothes good. So we used to hand wash the clothes, and we used to put them on the rack. Like, I don't know if y'all know, like in Honduras and stuff, like they got a rack, like a string outside, and then they hang their clothes. So that's what we used to do. And she seen all of my clothes hanging, including my panties and my school clothes. And she was like, oh, so that's why you wear the same dirty clothes every day, and that's why you stink, and this and mind you, first of all, baby girl, if you're watching this video, I was clean, boo. I was clean. I ain't never been dirty a day in my life. So she was like, oh, so that's why you always wear the same dirty clothes, the same dirty uniform every day to school. And she was trying to be smart and be funny, and I was laughing it off, you know, letting her clown me. I was letting her clown me or whatever, and she was literally playing me, like she was making me look dumb. And I was like, she was like, what else did she say? Oh, and mind you, y'all, this camp, I'm gonna tell y'all the history about the camper after this, but she found out I lived in a camper. And she was like, oh my God, you live in a camper, and like laughing. Her boyfriend just laughing, hee hee ha ha ha. And the bus driver ain't saying nothing. She ain't saying nothing. Her mouth is closed. She didn't even say stop, nothing. So, she didn't say, the bus driver was not saying nothing. And they was laughing at me or whatever. And I was laughing it off too. And Chico, what? Okay, so first of all, since I didn't tell you how the bus driver, okay, so the bus driver dropped me off in front of the camper, and I lied to Bailey and said he dropped me off at the wrong stop. And then here goes Chico. He goes, Neacys, playing his Spanish music. He's like, Neacys, hola. And I'm like, oh my God, I just told this girl. And then she just found out I lied, and she was laughing at me and stuff. And like, it was embarrassing and stuff, because she was like laughing, like, ugh, I didn't like that at all. So like, Chico's playing his Spanish music out loud and stuff, and she found out I lived in a camper. And then she was like, oh, you live in a camper, like laughing, you know, like I said. And she was like, couldn't be, she said something, like nowadays they be like, oh, couldn't be me. But she said something like that. I remember she said some slick stuff like that. And I went to school, and tell me why her and her little friends talk about me, and that I live in a camper, and that I stink, and da-da-da this, and da-da-da that. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. All right, so now that I told y'all that story time, that's how everybody found out I live in a camper. Let me tell y'all the history behind this camper. This camper was a 1-bedroom, okay? And then they had like a sofa in the living room. It was like so small, y'all. It was so super tiny. And they had a bunk bed, they had a top bunk, bottom bunk. I slept in the bottom bunk. My sisters never slept on the top because it was 3 of them. So they slept in the living room on the sofa. So I slept on the bottom bunk of the bunk bed. It wasn't even a bunk bed. Like, it wasn't a bed. It was like, we had to get like like a cushion, and we had to put it in there like as a bed. So I slept in a bottom bunk, and I had so this is what I did. Don't mind my nails, y'all. I need to get them done. I've been saying that, but my mom's gonna take me anyways. Oh, so it had a top bunk, bottom bunk. I always slept on the bottom bunk. They had a bunch of junk on the top bunk. And then this apartment was full of cockroaches. I said apartment. This camper was infested with cockroaches. Like, it had a lot of roaches, like everywhere, roaches. And I'm scared of roaches as it is. Like, if you know me, you know I'm scared of roaches. Like, I'm scared of roaches. But I got used to it. It's just, I don't like roaches. And to this day, I still don't like roaches. Like, what? So, this camper was full of roaches. And it was like a one bedroom. And then it was the bunk bed. So I slept on the bottom, and I put my cushion in there, you know. And what I did, I made it into my own little room, even though I couldn't stand it. It was just like a bottom bunk bed. So I put a sheet to cover it, like my door, and I read on the walls and stuff. Made it all nice, made it cute, and that was it. And yeah, it was 6 of us staying in that 1-bedroom camper. Never forget. It wasn't all bad though. It was decent. It was just a lot. And I was made fun of like by her and her little friends. Everybody else didn't make fun of me. Everybody else didn't even know. Like it was like I say like 20% of people knew. Like all of her friends knew, and she had a lot of friends. All of her friends knew, and everybody else did not know about nothing. But they used to laugh at me and stuff. And they used to go like when we used to go in the girls' locker room, they used to say I stank and I smell like fish and da da this da da that. Baby, I ain't never stank. Okay, get that correct. It's that's it for this story time. Also, I would like to give a shout out to my peoples. So. Shout out to my mama. She got a YouTube channel, Diana Saving Stock. So if you like saving money and stuff like that, it will be down in the description below. Okay. Shout out to my sisters. They got a YouTube channel too. The 3 Latina sisters. They do like slime. So if you like slime, if you like kid stuff, they do mukbangs too. All that. It will be down in the description below. Shout out to Jamila and her boyfriend. That's my associate. Okay. Yes, I said associate, not my friend, but that's my associate. And it's her boyfriend. It will be down in the description below. Get them to 100 subscribers, okay? And get all of them to 100 subscribers. Actually, get them to 1,000 subscribers at that. Why I'm trying to do that. And then, last shout out goes to my cousin J-Lo. Ooh. And the last shout out goes out to my cousin J-Lo. I will put her description. The link to her YouTube channel in the description too. It's called Life with Drilling, and she just started. So make sure y'all go show them some love and subscribe to all the YouTube channels. It will be down in the description below. And also, the last thing I want to say is advice to anybody if somebody tell you can't be nothing, just prove that person wrong and show them that you can be that. Because once I be successful, once she see me in movies, once she see me getting paid, she's like rich. I'm telling you, she gonna be like, oh, I remember her. Yeah, the girl that lived in a camper. The girl that smelled like fish. Anyways, that's the video. Oh, and yeah, prove that person wrong. And yeah. Anyways, that's the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, if you're new to the channel. Subscribe. Make sure you press that post notification bell so every time you get these posts, you guys will get notified. Bye, y'all. And give me to 1,000 subs. Please, subscribe. Please subscribe.